Pokémon 2000 movie just dropped on YouTube, and I for one am a massive Pokémon fan, or at least for the first 5 seasons. If you're not familiar, the way Pokémon worked back then was you'd get a season of the show and then you'd also get a movie to go along that took place somewhere between the season stories. So even if you skipped the movie, the season would still make sense. But here's the question, was Pokémon 2000 the movie ever actually good? We all remember this legendary movie from our childhood, but rewatching it today, is it just nostalgia talking or does it still hold up? Let's find out. So just a quick spoiler warning before we continue, I will contain spoilers from the movie, so if you haven't seen it, then it might be worth checking it out and then coming back here afterwards. Alright, let's go. So, a quick backstory of what Pokemon is. Ash is a 10-year-old kid from Pallet Town set out on his journey to become a Pokemon master. In case you don't know what Pokemon are, Pokemon stand for Pocket Monsters. They're basically creatures throughout this world like Charmander, a fire-breathing, fire-type Pokemon, and then there's also Squirtle, a water-type Pokemon. Most can only speak their names, but it is possible for some Pokemon to speak human, though of course it is very rare. Trainers catch these Pokemon and train them, competing in Pokemon battles to become the ultimate Pokemon champion. This is Ash's dream. All Pokemon trainers who want to do this can collect their first Pokemon from their local Pokemon lab. At Ash's Pokemon lab, we have Professor Oak, who is handing out Pokemon to local Pallet Town trainers. Ash wakes up late and doesn't make it to the lab in time, and all the other 3 Pokemon that Professor Oak had were taken by trainers who showed up on time. But fortunately, there was one left, and his name is Pikachu. Pikachu is an electric-type Pokemon that uses Thunderbolt attacks. The reason Oak didn't initially want to give Pikachu away is because it might be a bit shocking for first-time trainers, and Pikachu doesn't like being kept in a Pokeball. Pokeballs are of which what trainers catch Pokemon in, and they're kind of like their resting place when they're not in battle, so it's nice for them. Trainers can only carry 6 at a time, so if they want to carry more Pokemon, they've got to send them back to the lab in which they got them from, temporarily, unless they want to switch them out. So Ash goes on his journey, and everything is going well, but nearly at the end of the first episode, we see a Ho-Ho flying in the air. There's no proof, I don't think, but it is said that a Ho-Ho grants eternal happiness, which is pretty much why Ash and all of his friends don't age. There's debate whether this is true or not, but I'm not going to answer that in this video. Okay, starting in the movie, we hear an opening quote go, "Disturb not the harmony of fire, ice, or lightning, lest these titans wreak destruction upon the world in which they clash. Though the water's great guardian shall arise to quail the fighting, alone its song will fail, thus the earth will turn to ash." Turns out this is the collector, the person who wants to collect the legendary Pokemon Lugia, but to do so he needs to acquire 3 other Pokemon, that's Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno. 3 legendary Pokemon peacefully at their islands. The collector plans to capture them. In fact, he catches Moltres within the first 4 minutes of this movie. I mean, that's the baseline of the movie within the first 4 minutes. That's a good thing. More movies should do this. You've got an hour and 20 minutes and you've done the base explanation completed and done. But overall, does that make the movie good? Well, that's what I kept thinking while rewatching, and I'm enjoying it so far. Let's continue. Then, of course, we get an epic Pokemon logo and the opening boat scene, Pokemon song montage, which I can't play on here because of copyright reasons. This sequence leads into the boat losing control in heavy tides. On the island anyway, the boat lands on Shamouti, right in the middle of the Orange Islands. Team Rocket are following, and just to give you a quick lowdown on who they are, Team Rocket are basically the bad guys who show up in every episode. Their goal is to steal Pokemon, but they seem to bump into Ash every time, and they also have an obsession of stealing Pikachu. I mean, they're in every single episode, they're so annoying sometimes, and yeah. Following this, we have a scene of Ash's mother on a lovely sunny day, and she's talking to Professor Oak. Oh, how nice. Then it turns windy, then rainy, then snow, and then the sky goes all colourful, And then back to the summer. Professor Oak explains that Pokemon can sense it when things go wrong. And when you get 4 seasons happen in a space of like 5 minutes, then something's definitely going wrong. We next move to Pikachu, and we can see his eyes focus on something. We're not quite sure what, but it feels like Pikachu knows what's going on, because Professor Oak just said that Pokemon know what's going on when something goes wrong. They land at an island where they're welcomed as guests, and they're celebrating the annual Legend Festival on the particular day that they land at that particular island. As part of the festival, the legend just so happens to be a Pokemon trainer, and for this instance, because Ash is a Pokemon trainer, it just so happens to be Ash. And Ash is celebrated as the chosen one for the festival. Just for fun of the festival continues to go well until Pikachu pinches Ash's hat and runs away during their ceremony. They chase Pikachu, and that's where the film gets more fun. So I'm going to leave it there, mainly because we're Jump Inside. I'm going to give you the introduction of stuff. So if you do want to watch the full movie, then go to the YouTube channel or find it somewhere and take a watch. Honestly, this is one of my top 3 favorite Pokemon movies, so I'm glad it's on the official YouTube. But if I have to go back and answer the question, was Pokemon 2000 ever actually good? Well, for me, I think I've answered that to be a yes. It's soaked in nostalgia, the pacing is wild, and the legendary Pokemon are iconic, and it still feels fun to watch even today. But I'm curious, what did you think? Did it hold up for you, or was it better left in memory? Answer me in the comment section below and let me know, and don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. I will see you guys on another Jump Inside video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Hey, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, then please don't forget to consider to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on another Jump Inside video. Goodbye.